I've spent thousands of dollars on backpacking gear. Some of it has been great, but these 5, I might as well have set my money on fire. Let's start with the one that stung the most, my Gregory Baltoro 70-liter backpack. You ever think bigger backpack equals better backpack? Yeah, me too. And wow, was I wrong. When I first started backpacking, I figured the biggest, most expensive pack was automatically the best. So I grabbed the Gregory Baltoro 70, like I knew what I was doing. What I didn't realize, that thing weighs 6 pounds. Empty. And since I had so much space, I packed everything because, you know, just in case. By the time I hit the trail, my pack was flirting with 50 pounds. Now, for an experienced, fit backpacker, that might be fine. But for a total beginner, I basically signed up for a death march. Eventually, I wised up and switched to the Gregory Optic 48, which has since been replaced by the Gregory Focal 48. It's way lighter, way more comfortable, and it forces me to actually think about what I'm bringing. Now, if you're someone who carries a ton of winter gear or does long haul expeditions, a 70-liter pack might be a solid choice. But for me, this thing was just a very expensive torture device. Free power from the sun? Sounds amazing, right? No more worrying about outlets, no need to ration batteries. It's like backpacking wizardry. Except solar panels kinda suck for backpacking. Unless you have perfect weather, keep it angled towards the sun all day, and never hike in the shade, they're basically dead weight. I tested one, and even in full sun, it barely charged my phone 10%. And if it's cloudy, useless. Under the trees, forget it. And the worst part, almost a full pound of extra weight. After one too many frustrating trips, I chucked the solar charger and switched to a battery bank. For overnight trips, a 5,000 milliamp bank gives me a full phone charge at least once. For 2 to 3 nights, I'll bring a 10,000 milliamp, and for 3+ nights, I'll use a 20,000 milliamp bank. It's heavier, but it keeps my phone, GPS, and headlamp powered the whole trip. Now, maybe my solar charger was just a bad product. I know there are better and sometimes way more expensive solar chargers out there that might actually work, but honestly, I'd rather stick to a battery bank that actually charges my phone all the time, every time. And by the way, guys, I'm always sharing backpacking tips to help you avoid mistakes like these. So if you want more solid gear advice, hit subscribe. All right, next up, the Petco UltraPod 2 tripod. Now, I really wanted to love this thing. Ultralight, check. Compact, check. Durable, not so much for me. The first one I bought seemed perfect until the screw that you screw your camera onto stripped out in the middle of the trip. No way to tighten it, no way to keep my camera steady. Annoying, but hey, maybe I just got a dud. So I bought a second one. Same exact failure. Look, I know some people swear by these, and I think they're actually a really great design, but after 2 fails in a row, I wasn't about to risk a third. So I ditched my UltraPod and went back to my original GorillaPod. Now, is this perfect? No, it's a little bit more, I'd say, brittle, and it does have its own durability issues, but at least it hasn't failed me twice. So if you need a lightweight tripod, do yourself a favor and get one that won't crap out before your next campsite. All right, so in the beginning of my backpacking career, I went through 3 different high-end backpacking pillows, thinking that spending more meant getting something more durable. Nope. Every single one leaked. First, I tried the Trekology Budget Ultralight pillow. 2 trips in, it started deflating in the middle of the night. Annoying, but whatever, it was cheap. So I upgraded to the Sea to Summit Eros Ultralight pillow, hoping that a premium brand would give me more durability. 4 trips later, same problem. Woke up on the ground, pillow completely flat. At that point, I should have learned my lesson and maybe gone for the stuff sack with some clothes in it or something, but nope, I doubled down and went for the Sea to Summit Eros premium pillow because apparently I like wasting money. This one lasted me 5 trips, but in the end, it leaked also. That's over $100 down the drain on pillows that couldn't even last a single season. And then I found the $3 Flex Air pillow, and somehow this pillow has lasted me over 20 trips without a single leak. 20. Now, don't get me wrong, this pillow's not perfect. You need to blow it up with a straw. It gets dirty really quick, and if you're not careful, the wind can literally yeet it out of your tent. But for $3, This thing has earned its spot in my pack. All right, I get why people love closed cell foam pads. They're ultralight, basically indestructible, and you'll never get stranded with a leak. But if you're a side sleeper like me, they feel like sleeping on a rock. On paper, they seem like a great idea. Lightweight, durable, simple. But every night I'd wake up feeling like I got run over by a truck. No matter how much I adjusted, no matter how soft the ground seemed, by morning my hips and my shoulders were screaming. And yeah, I know some people swear by them. You just need to get used to them. It molds to your body over time. Sorry, but I don't have that kind of patience, especially when I'm already exhausted from hiking all day. So I chucked the foam pad and switched to the Neo Air X-Lite inflatable pad. Problem solved. With this guy, my hips don't feel bruised, I don't have to hunt for a soft patch of ground, and I actually sleep. Now, to be fair, the Therm-a-Rest Foam Pad wasn't a total waste. I actually cut it into sections, and now I use it as my sit pad. It's great for taking breaks on the trail, it keeps me dry when the ground's wet, and it does add a little insulation under my inflatable pad on colder nights. Plus, when it wears out, I just cut off another section. So yeah, the foam sleeping pad does work for some people, and it makes a great sit pad. But for me, for actual sleeping, hard pass. So at the end of the day, guys, backpacking gear is all about what works for you. Just because these 5 items were a total waste of money for me, doesn't mean they won't work for somebody else. But if I could go back in time, I'd save myself the cash and spend it on gear that actually made my trips better. But now I'm curious, what's the worst piece of backpacking gear you've ever wasted money on? The one thing you wish you could take back to the store yesterday. Drop a comment below and let me know. I'd love to hear what gear let you down. And hey, if you've enjoyed the video, hit that like button, it really helps, and subscribe for more no BS backpacking tips. And until then, I'll catch you on the next one. Happy trails.